guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the very first video in my back to school series. That sounds so depressing because I have like 2 weeks left of summer left and it feels like it only began yesterday. I'm going to be doing tips. Yes, tips. I don't have the best advice, nor do I listen to my own advice, but I thought this kind of might be helpful to some of you guys starting college for your first year, because I just finished my first year and gosh, it was hard. So let's just jump right into the video. Tip number 1, be organised. I cannot stress how much I was not organised last year. I bought this huge planner, it was probably about this thick, and I used it for like the first week and then I didn't use it at all. This year I've bought a smaller planner and I have already started using it and making myself use it, so when I go back to school in 2 weeks I'll be in the habit of using it. So this is my planner for this year. It's cute, it has a dog with nerd glasses on because I'm a nerd and I love dogs. That is why I bought this, and it was like £2, so pretty amazing. I'm just going to show you on the inside. So this was the first week I started using my actual diary, and it was the first week of the diary itself. So as you can see, I just kind of like to do checklists of things I need to do, and special like times and dates and things I need to do really. I don't really know how to describe it to you, but when I go back to school I'll be writing my homework, due dates, just everything I need to do in here to keep me organised, because I really wasn't organised last year and I always had to ask people when homework was due if we had any homework, and just knowing it yourself is just going to save you so much time and effort. Kind of leading on from this tip is tip number 2, which is to start revision early. This is going to be my biggest learning curve of the year. I didn't start my revision until probably 2 weeks before the exams, which let me tell you is not enough time, because I thought I was going to do extremely bad in my exams, which I did, but I did better than I was expecting. This year I'm going to be revising probably every week from the beginning of term because I need to retake my exams from the AS level. Another tip on from this is to know your revision style. I myself am a very visual learner, kind of an audio learner as well. So knowing your revision style will help you. So for me, I like to highlight things and colour coordinate and use coloured pens. It just helps me remember things because I remember the colour and then I remember the writing that was associated with that colour, which will help you so much in exams. With the audio learning, you can make up songs, you can find songs on the internet. I know for my physics AS, I had to learn the quark flavours and I found a song by one of the Green Brothers. I cannot remember which one it was, but that helped me learn the flavours of the quarks, and it also helped me to remember how quarks were discovered because I would sit in the exam singing the song in my head. You can play games to revise. If that's your style, you can make flashcards and play with your friends and do study groups, and you can make revision fun. It doesn't have to be you sat there with a textbook going, what am I doing with my life? Tip number 3. These tips kind of all lead on from each other, but tip number 3 is to work hard. By working hard I mean don't just do the work that is set. Kind of come home after a lesson and go over your notes, go over the chapter in the textbook. Talk to your friends that are in your classes, ask them if you don't understand something, and if you don't understand something together you can go and talk to the teacher about it, because that way it's not as scary as going by yourself. I know I didn't like doing that at all this year. Also, if you don't understand, maybe you could ask your teacher for some extra questions just to do in your own time so that you can help build upon your knowledge and help you understand further. Just don't be scared to talk about your work and talk about things you don't understand. And tip number 4, be yourself. Don't be scared to be yourself, because I know I was very, very scared, because I'm a bit of a nerd, I'm a bit weird, and I was just scared to show that side of me. People will like you for you rather than liking you for not being you. If that makes any sense? I know I did struggle a lot this year. I didn't think that I had anyone to talk to. I didn't think that I had friends. I didn't think I could make it through the year. I didn't think I could be myself. There was a lot of issues that kind of went on in my friendship group, and I didn't feel... There was things that I was uncomfortable with them doing. Like, they used to hit us, the girls in the group. We were okay with them play fighting with us to an extent, but when we were coming home with bruises and we were constantly telling them to stop every single day and it carried on, I started to get really, really annoyed, and I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to sit with these people because I was just like, these people are horrible. I didn't want to go out with them any times because I just found them so embarrassing. I didn't want to do anything. So I started talking to this guy who was in one of my classes, and the friendship group didn't particularly get on with his friendship group, but we got on, and it was awkward, but we started talking on Facebook, and he asked me if I was okay, and I just kind of ranted at him, and I started talking to him about it. And yeah, moral of the story is be yourself. Don't be scared to talk to people that are outside your friendship group and your friends hate. Last but no means least is to have fun. Don't sit every night studying from a book, because there are so many other ways to get to the job that you want to do. I do a lot of work experience because I work with animals, and that's going to help me to get into other jobs and things rather than just grades, because I know I'm not going to get the grades that I want to go to university to study what I want. I mean, I can get the lower end of the spectrum, but I mean, they are literally like A's, straight A's, and I'm not going to get that. Let's be honest. This kind of leads on from the past story. Don't be scared to go out with your friends and make a fool of yourself, because you're young and you want to make memories. I look back on the times that I've gone out, come home feeling like crap really, because I just felt embarrassed, but I look back now and I'm thinking they were great times, and I'm never going to be able to do that, again. That day is never going to happen. I get really emotional about it. Be yourself, be stupid, do your work. That is basically my advice. That is it for my advice video. I mean, I don't really think I'm that good at giving advice. I've kind of given you the tips and advice that I can based on my personal experience. I mean, I guess it can kind of differ from people to people, but yeah, this was just kind of based off my first year of college experience. And now I'm heading into year 13, and gosh, I feel old. I don't know how to end this video now. Right. Yeah. Bye, guys.